All right, Gilbert, most shocking upset of week 2 for you. You have Saints over Cowboys, Vikings over 49ers, Bucs, Lions. Don't you dare take that one. Raiders edge out the Ravens, or the Packers shut down the Colts.
Yeah,
That one was embarrassing.
Yeah, I'll go with that one, and that's because I'll take that one on the chin because I thought the Colts are going to be so much better. That was a terrible performance by them, and yeah, Anthony Richardson did not look good, but like, why? It's kind of like Lamar Jackson. Like, why are they always asking Anthony Richardson to bail them out and make a spectacular play here and run here and throw a bomb there? I'm like, what happened to the receivers? What about the one you drafted, Mitchell, or what about the one you paid, Michael Pittman Jr.? I know, is it Alec Pierce? I forget his name. The wide receiver. He's the one making most of the plays.
The wide receiver, or did you say something else?
White wide receiver.
Okay.
Yeah,
Wow.
but sorry.
Yeah.
I think it is Pierce. But yeah,
it is.
But I'll give credit to Jonathan Taylor. He's showing up too when they were falling behind, and they're like, yeah, when you're falling behind, you rather have the passing game going, but he was making plays in the running game. They're being a little patient, but I expected better from the Shane Steichen offense. They kind of, maybe they saw Malik Willis on the schedule. The Colts know Malik Willis, like from their AFC South days. He wasn't very good with the Titans at all. So you go into Green Bay and Dan and Dago, I hate to say it, but Matt LaFleur came to play. He had a great game plan. He just said, "Hey, Malik Willis, don't screw it up. Don't make interceptions. Don't turn it over. Will Levis, take some notes here. Play within the scheme and play some safe football here." He just handed it off to Josh Jacobs. They established a run, and at the same time, Anthony Richardson and the Colts couldn't do anything. They couldn't get out their way. They had too many turnovers. So I'm going to give some criticism to Richardson, too. You can't be throwing 3 interceptions like that. But Matt LaFleur did a great job getting, a bunch of playmakers involved. I think 12 of 14, Malik Willis went very efficient, but nobody had like more than 50 receiving yards. So it wasn't like he was pushing down the field. But Josh Jacobs, and then just do your job. Like, sometimes that works. Like, hey, Caleb Williams and the Bears, take that approach. Like, yeah, you're the number 1 pick, but less is more sometimes. So, and then LaFleur is actually a better coach than Matt Eberflus. I hate to say it, but that's what we're seeing so far. But I was just going to say, everybody was picking the Colts and myself, and I was very quick to praise them. They look great against the Texans, but they really, can I say shit? Yeah, shit the bed. That was one of the picks that kind of surprised me. Like, I'm not too surprised about the Raiders with the Ravens because, the Raiders are a physical team, and I'm not high on the Ravens at all. Obviously, I was not surprised about the Buccaneers, but that's your team. I stayed away. I was shocked about the Saints whooping of the Cowboys, but this Colts one, I expected better, and I'm not mad. I'm disappointed. That's what it feels like because I'm very high on them.
DZ, look at you. I'm personally going to give the Raiders some flowers, not the fans, but that team. Also, Vikings.
Go Vikings.
I'm sure he's talking about Joe Morley when it comes to not giving Raider fans.
Be careful. Turn off those microphones around Joe Morley.
The Bucs outlasting the Lions. I think people were really high on the Lions. Everybody was expecting them to maybe have a repeat of the divisional game, but the Bucs took it to them, and Baker Mayfield has been very poised. I'm really impressed by them, and yeah, I'm just gonna be quick with it. I think the Bucs deserve the credit. They went in there. It's a loud environment. They were able to do a lot. The Vita Vea injury, I think, is going to hurt them just because that dude plugs everything up in the middle. But I was very impressed by their defense, impressed by their offense. They really went in there, and they were able to outlast Detroit. So kudos to the Bucs.